30, 97 seconds.
Oh, hey.
Of everything.
We're back.
Back in the house. Listen, I want to throw a shout out to Owen Burns. I think we talked about this kid, but he saved his sister's life with a slingshot.
What?
Stop somebody trying to steal his sister with a slingshot and a marble.
Good for him.
Right. Slap some kid, some 17-year-old trying to snatch his sister. He hit him in the head with a slingshot from the window.
Nice.
And stop this kid from kidnapping his little sister. How great is that?
That's amazing.
Yeah, shout out to that guy.
Well, how long was he practicing?
I don't know.
He must have been one of them badass kids in the neighborhood.
Bro.
He must have been shooting a lot of birds.
You know he is.
Yeah.
You know. He was like, I only had a rock and a marble. He's like, and I fired both. And I hit one the kid in the head and once in the chest.
Nice.
He goes, a kid let go of my sister and ran off.
Well, there you go.
And they even arrested the guy.
Oh, nice.
Found him with injuries.
Oh, I'm sure.
Injuries.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I like the slingshot, man.
I like the
That's
slingshot.
pretty good.
Look, I fucked around with some slingshots, and I was never very good at it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's an impressive tool.
I love them. I don't see how people were like, we'd kill things with this. I don't know about that.
Oh, no, I think there's some. You know, there's
I got to find the right ammo.
slingshot competitors, right?
Oh, I'd slingshot the shit out of some competition.
There's some competitive slingshotters. I didn't believe it either.
We're talking about the wrist rockets. We're not talking about other things, people.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't be Googling that. Don't be off Googling that.
Competitive slingshotters.
3 girls and 2 cups. Wait a minute.
Oh, Lord. Now that went south real quick.
Yeah. That'd be kind of cool. I have been looking for a new slingshot.
So here's other than he saved his sister, that's amazing. And he got some accolades, you know.
Oh, he's going to grow up to be a statey for sure. Oh, he's got, bro, you can't put a young man with that kind of adrenaline,
he's hooked.
Like
he's hooked.
Oh, dude, the next day he goes to school, control the room. You know what I mean?
I gotcha. Yeah.
Dude, you know, he's going to be pointing with his whole hand everywhere he goes now.
Doing the knife hand.
Get down from there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm reporting you right now. He's getting a line leader badge.
Oh, you think is he going to go the opposite direction and become a badass? I mean, he's already a little badass.
No, yeah, he's a little badass.
Dude, if you're doing 70-yard shots with a slingshot to save family members and
right.
getting hits,
and it works.
You've been
under
practicing
stress.
for a while.
Right,
You've
under
been
stress.
He didn't even question it.
He's like, I got 2 types of ammo. Fire them all.
Let it loose.
Right.
Let it loose. Oh, Lord. Oh,
yeah, so
I'm in California now.
Are you serious? That's what they just wrote? You gotta stop texting those weird people.
I know.
Ask them for booty pictures.
No.
That's how you get rid of them fast. You're like, hey, send me some pictures. And then be concerned when they do send you some pictures.
I just like my standard responses. I think that works best.
Yeah, telling them you don't want to be an ISIS.
Yeah, and then get them tagged by the feds. Because you know there's software's out there looking.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Scanning it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be in your group. Your terror group.
You can't recruit me, terrorist.
Stupid ISIS, # USA made team.
Yeah.
Anyways, dude, I've been looking for a slingshot for real.
I got one.
No, but like a good one, though. I'm not talking about that Walmart one we got. I'm not talking about that Swap Meet Boris one we got.
Listen.
I'm talking about...
There's some very high-end
That's
slingshots.
what I'm saying. I want a high-end slingshot that already has the supplies to replenish the actual rubber to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want some brand we can't find a replacement to. You know, something really cool. I've seen some really nice handheld palm ones.
Why don't you learn how to use a sling?
What's that?
Like David and Goliath?
Dude, I've been watching that dude on YouTube who's been doing it. But he's got a whole rock wall to throw stuff at. I don't have that. He's like, quack, and then, you know, you hear the loud ricochet noise. And I'm like, dude, I don't have anything to throw rocks at. I go throw rocks at boaters on the lake.
If you could hit a boat on the lake, I'd be impressed.
Wouldn't that be impressive?
Right.
You think they'd get it? What would they get us for that? It's not assault if it's on the lake, right? Or how does that work?
Why would it change? Why would it change because it's on a body of water?
That's a good point. Shit. That's not good.
You'd say...
What if we go from land to water?
No, you'd claim you want maritime law.
I want a parlay.
Parlay for maritime law.
Parlay.
But like, you can't charge me with land law. You need maritime law.
Oh. Well, then we just got to go international.
You better look up maritime law before you start slinging rocks at boaters, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna cross over to Canada and sling from there.
Nope.
No extradition.
They don't play along, dude. Don't cross that border.
That Tedabu guy won't like it, huh? Take all my cheese,
yes.
Willie?
Yes.
That's not good.
It's terrible. They'll
Listen,
get you.
Canadians.
Don't let the Mounties get you.
I thought the Canadians
Because you're
going to
hear a whole
free.
lot of a boot.
A boot.
A boot this and a boot that. You're an American. You can't cross it because it's just a boot our law. You know, you can't. You don't want to hear a boot.
Can
too
we?
much.
So if we go,
And then they'll call you a flatlander.
is it because America's flat?
Oh, because Ohio is flat.
Ohio's flat.
Yeah, and America's flat in general, except for the Rockies and the Appalachians and the Tetons and all the other mountains.
What about the South Americas? Are they flat?
No,
all them
there's a lot of
Germans
mountains
live.
in South America.
Yeah, the Germans like high altitude houses, so that's why they go there.
Oh, like Chile. Oh, my. Wow, it took me a minute to catch on.
It's okay. I knew we'd get there.
Yeah.
I knew we'd get there.
The steam engine's ramping up.
It's like, wait a minute. What the fuck? Stop talking about that.
Oh, Lord.
Anyways, we won't. No more history lessons
All right, that's fair.
for today.
Hey, I got one, though.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the phrase, God willing and the creek don't rise?
No.
You've never heard that phrase? Like, you're
Why
like,
in
hey,
the
I
hell
hope we
would I
get this
hear
thing
that?
done. And somebody goes, yeah, God willing and the creek don't rise. You know, for the longest time, I thought they were talking about like
The creek itself?
a body of water rising, you know, like a flood kind of thing.
Okay.
And I'd be like, yeah, like, God forbid that, you know, creek rises and you got some flooding going on.
Is that a girl or something? What's
No.
going on here?
It's a reference to a indigenous tribe called the Creek.
Oh.
yes. Yeah.
Now it's changed. The meaning has a different
No, that's
meaning.
originally what it was talking about. That, you know, on the frontier, the frontiers people kept having rebellions from the Creek Nation.
Oh.
And that's where that phrase actually came from. Has nothing to do with the body of water. Even though their fort was near a body of water.
Right.
It has everything to do with
All right,
the
well,
indigenous peoples.
Whoever keeps using that one is done.
Right. That shit got canceled.
Yeah. Take that guy's face off the butter. Out of here. Out of here.
What?
Not allowed.
Listen, they took everybody's faces off the products except for the Quaker State oat guy. The white guy's still on there.
Yeah.
What the fuck's up with that?
It's not racist if you talk about the white people.
Oh,
It's only racist if you go the other way,
okay.
which is, I mean, that's fine with me.
Yeah. I think
whatever.
they should take him off too. I know. Are there any Quakers left? I don't think.
Oh, you're serious? Like he's a real Quaker.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know
and he's
that.
wearing the Quaker
I
outfit.
thought that fucking hat was just because he was like British or some shit, dude. Fuck. Really?
Quaker State oats.
So the
has
Quaker.
everything to
Oh,
do.
shit.
Has everything to do with the
No,
Quakers.
just thought it was a British thing.
No.
Listen, you stupid looking fucking hat. Get rid of that shit. I thought it was. Yeah, I would get rid of that then too. Quakers. What a joke. What a joke.
Let's make fun of a religious group.
Is that religious?
Yes.
Really?
The Quakers
I
were.
thought it was like a Hare Krishna thing. It's like just hanging out and
No, the Quaker. Oh God.
No?
Yeah.
just,
Quakers.
listen, bro. They don't want to fight. That's all I know about them. Or was that a different group?
No, they don't. They were pacifists too. The Quakers were
Fucking
pacifists.
Christ.
The Shakers, the Quakers.
That's why you can't get by. You can't survive in a group like that.
Huh?
It's like people that don't eat meat. Where are you going with this?
I don't know.
Where you can't.
I tried to give a history lesson and you took it left. All I said was they took everybody off all the products except for the white guy. I think it's weird.
The Quaker.
Yeah, the Quaker. you were
Take
like,
nothing.
and you were like, well, fuck those guys too.
Listen,
So I'm just saying.
Listen. Call us if you need surprise Jesus.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
Surprise Jesus is
Surprise Jesus.
You put him on speed dial.
Surprise Jesus.
So yeah,
We need to buy that number 1-800-surprise Jesus.
yeah, I think we do.
And then it just goes to a voicemail where it says we're busy and we can't show up. That's fucked up.
Dude, and then we just play the messages people leave. That would be amazing. I think we need to do that.
I would pay for that if I could figure out how that works. There's got to be a way to do that on the internet now.
Get it 1-800
a messenger
surprise
service, right?
Yeah,
Isn't that what that
1-800
is?
surprise Jesus and dude, we just there's got to be an online messenger service that you can hook to your 800 number.
Bro. There has to be.
Yeah, we can
There are
record a
message
message and
services, right?
leave. Right.
I think I'm just going to pay for a message service and try to get us a phone number.
Yeah, 1-800 surprise Jesus.
I called for surprise Jesus and he never showed up. Surprise, bitch! It's part of the.
I'm
part of the-
busy.
It's part of the gimmick. He's busy stopping a flood.
I'll get back to you.
saving kids with dogs.
Right.
We don't have time for this.
Right. There's kids lost in Arizona that need to get found. I sent the Great Pyrenees to get them.
Jesus. Why do I have $80 flannels written down? We already talked about that.
It's the worst thing when you go through your notes.
Seattle's.
Yeah,
yes. We talked about hype and their $80 flannels, but like, here's the problem.
No, that's when New York stole.
Yeah.
And was selling
Stole
flannels.
all their ideas and
but
shit.
you know,
and
the
like,
sad part is
these are cashmere.
good flannels today cost about that, right?
Yeah, so that's my thing too. I'm late to that game. What's up with that? I'm not wearing those. I refuse. But I have done the price shopping now. What's up with that? $160 flannel. How are
super
men's
popular.
clothes so expensive now?
Well, now they're getting on par with women's clothes, right?
Yeah.
There's some women that would argue
trash
that.
and expensive.
Right.
Trash and expensive, bro. Like the amount of clothing companies that come out for men now that are fast fashion. Who's buying that stuff?
Like the modern version of fashion punks that aren't punks. But they're like, think about all the guys that grew beards and bought flannels and got like lumberjack boots that live in like, you know, the Bronx who have never touched an axe in their life.
Jesus. They couldn't. They'd be arrested on the site.
Right, but I'm just
You're
saying.
under arrest. They'd be like, I'm going to work. They'd be like, you're double under arrest.
Right, you're lying. Right, get
Bro,
the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're lying.
You
you're clean flannel.
You fake ass lumberjacks. Like you've never done a hard day of work in your life. You trust fund kid.
Right. So how is it $80? Like a fucking
It's because of them. It's because of the trust fund kids.
just
right?
making it style.
Oh, well, no. Or what you do is you get a spokesperson and everybody's like, ooh, what's he wearing? It looks cool. And then that's how look. And then they sell the product.
They already proved that you can trick rich people with Payless shoes.
Like
Like
that's
you
what
saw that
that's what the
video.
Chinese are saying right now.
Dude, the Louis Vuitton
Oh no,
stuff,
you're talking about when they took
the
Payless
store,
shoes.
yep, and did the store in New York.
Yeah.
And everybody came to buy them, and they were like, the quality's unmatched. Yeah, it is. That's because that was done by a 9-year-old, not a 7-year-old.
Right.
Hello.
Right. They get better stitching.
Yeah.
They're able to stitch better.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
With their smaller hands.
Why?
Bro, it's all a scam now. Can you just buy a $9 flannel now and be good?
You could, but it'd be hot garbage.
From what makes it hot garbage?
Like
made of plastic or what?
No, because the material is like paper thin. It's like, remember those boots I used to like, and then they came
The
out
bed
with
slippers?
No, not the Betch slippers, but those canvas boots I used to wear, and then that same company came out with another model, and it was cheaper, and then you got it, and it turned out it was like t-shirt material. Dude, right. It was bad.
The ones from the
Palabruce.
Yeah, the Israeli Defense Force ones were still chasing. I still can't get those bastards.
Right.
only
But they
drop
have
those
another one
once a
called
year.
the Pampa, right? And
Yeah,
when
it's
you get
the paper one.
Dude, that thing is paper.
Like bamboo.
Right, dude.
How's that even on your foot, bro? That doesn't even make sense. And then they're probably gonna ride motorcycles with it too. I'm like, dog, you're gonna melt your shoe to your foot.
Right. I'm just saying it's the same kind of thing, right? You get a $9 flannel, unless you got it at the thrift store, you're getting a paper thin flannel.
It's bad.
It is bad. It's not
bad
like
news
back in the
bear.
day when they were heavy duty because loggers were wearing them. That's what all the Seattle people said, right?
Yeah.
This is what we found in the thrift store.
Right, because we have real loggers here.
Right. It wasn't a fashion statement.
I haven't. Yeah.
We were buying hand-me-downs
I haven't seen because it was cold.
because it's cold.
I haven't seen one logger since I moved to Ohio. Just so we're clear. Ton of people
You know,
wearing Carhartt though.
But
Fucking
there are a bunch of
dorks.
blue-collar workers that wear Carhartt.
Well, some of them.
Yeah, the problem is Carhartt's also gone to the dogs,
Yeah,
too.
if you got clean Carhartt, I don't want to hear it.
Right.
Oh, and apparently while we were in search for our jacket, I was reading about Carhartt. Apparently every year when they drop their new stuff, they don't give a fuck about sizing. So this year's Carhartt jacket in the same model next year could be twice as big and the same size.
Oh, nice.
So that's a thing.
Yeah, they've gone to the dogs.
Yeah, I would
right?
never know that because why the fuck do I need work clothes for? Who needs work clothes to stay inside a studio all day?
Look, you got your Rugrats fuzzy pajamas.
That's right, baby. Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Like
Dude,
Cookie Monster
it-
Walmart
fuck,
pajamas.
If I see you wearing fuzzy Cookie Monster pajamas out,
Ugh.
fuck you.
It'll
I'm
never
not going to
happen.
even argue with you. It's like arguing with people who use Chime as a bank.
Yeah, just hit me in the head and drag me home.
Right.
And also take away the meth.
I don't argue. Right. I don't
There'll be
argue with
meth
people
somewhere.
wearing fuzzy Cookie Monster
No.
pajamas. I don't argue with people wearing Rugrats pajamas because or Rugrats jackets. I saw one. It was a giant. It was like a triple fat poofy jacket with Tommy from the Rugrats on the
Dog,
back.
if you wear pajamas outside of the house, you're getting pants before the fight. I was telling Shaggy that the other day. I'm like, homie, if I get into a fight with any male and you're wearing sweatpants, the first thing I'm doing is grabbing your hose and I'm going to yank that motherfucker like it's an emergency eject seat button or some shit. Like a lever, bro. Like, you're wearing sweatpants, bro. You are unguarded, my man.
Right.
You wore underoos outside of the house.
And these Batmans ain't saving you.
Yeah. Sweatpants are not. Yeah, your Air Force Ones ain't gonna get you out of this. Homie.
These Spider-Man underoos ain't saving you today.
You're
my
about
man.
to get chunked, homie. You getting? It's like that's the first thing I do would be pants them. I'm like, homie, we don't need to fight. I'm just gonna pants you, and you don't even got to use your hands. You could just kick it with all that cloth they got hanging down there.
I'm telling you.
How is that a fashion thing now?
It's called a lazy. And don't be wearing fuzzy slippers out to like Walmarts and stuff because then they get. You know what's gross? First of all, feet are gross.
They get caca.
But second of all, the fuzzy slippers look dirty as fuck.
They do.
And then you're gonna wear them in your house.
Oh, don't even get me started.
So you're wearing dirt collectors on your feet and you bring them in your house, right? I'm down with the traditional. Take your shoes off at the door, please.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And even if you don't, just don't wear your fuzzy slippers outside of the house. When you got motor oil on them and barbecue chicken grease,
right?
It just doesn't make sense.
Again, these are the same people who use Chime as a bank
and have tattoos.
I'm not arguing with
and have tattoos just on one side of their chest.
Yeah, that was made stick and poke in a garage somewhere,
right in their clavicle. Yeah. It is made in their. They're like, it's my cousin. It's fine.
Did it in the garage when I was 15.
It's not fine.
It looks terrible.
Fine. That's why half of it doesn't even look right, and the other half is.
And that's why the ink is bleeding everywhere.
Still looks like it's scabbing 6 years later. It's not supposed to look like that. That's not how it works. Unless this is a traditional fucking raised skin fucking scarification, which you told me it was not.
Totally different.
Yeah, that's a whole different ballgame.
Totally
and
different.
Again, even if you did that, half of it shouldn't be down.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's just wrong. No more fuzzy slippers. No more anything. Dude, I've been watching. I mean, I haven't been watching it. I saw it scrolling through YouTube. But it was one of those. The big one is this dating game now where they just straight walk up and they have balloons and they pop the balloons.
Oh, I've seen the clips of this show. I haven't watched it at all.
Some of these kids, like the girls come out wearing dresses and the guys are wearing sweatpants and fucking Crocs.
Like, you think that's good? You got so much game to spit that your dirty sweatpants that looks like you were, changing tires in. And Crocs that these women in dresses are going to want anything to do
That
with.
Is the most wild and it's not just one, it's like multiple.
Like, set your standards higher, my man. Right?
Crocs. Like, you knew you were going on TV and you wore Crocs.
Well, okay, if you're going to talk about this, then we have to talk about how people dress at the airport.
Oh yeah, but that's different. That's like the motorcycle thing. You dress for the slide, not the ride. They're dressing for the ride.
Listen,
not the slide.
I understand wanting to be comfortable.
They want to be comfortable.
I understand wanting to be comfortable in an airplane. But again, your Cookie Monster fucking pajamas and fuzzy slippers. There was a point in time when people actually got dressed up to go fly someplace, right? Because it was a special occasion because you had to save.
What are you talking about? A fucking time? That's us. We have done that.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
It's the new generation. Oh.
You're talking about you wore Cookie Monster pajamas on an airplane?
No. I wore the button-up shirt.
Right.
No.
No.
Because you get off in 5 hours, you're still going to dinner, you're going to wherever, you're going to see this family, you got to make 9 stops and see those people.
People, you shouldn't be wearing curlers and fucking fuzzy Cookie Monster pajamas.
Listen, I saw a silly pumpkin spice white bitch doing yoga on a plane in the middle of the aisle.
Okay.
And they were filming it and they were like, look, this is what people do now. They want to be.
That's not acceptable.
Listen, I'm fine with you if you want to plank on the wing while we're driving. Flying, whatever. Climb up on that wing.
Plank
all you want, bro. We'll get some Twitters and we'll tweet all about it. We'll tweet your twat about how you planked at 30,000 feet.
I only took a picture of somebody's service dog.
Oh.
It was laying in the aisle on the plane.
That's not weird.
No. It was
Did he pay for an extra ticket?
No, because he was sleeping in the aisle.
Oh. Well,
That's how they got around it.
He's the only
he
one.
He doesn't need a seat. He's sleeping.
Yeah, he's the only one that's going to help you off. It's fine.
Right.
Good luck with that.
Oh, Lord.
Good luck with that.
What do you think about them bringing back dire wolves?
Oh, fuck.
Since we didn't talk about
Listen, man, I haven't even seen the fucking mammoth yet, they promised.
It's coming.
Bullshit. It's been coming for like
company.
7 fucking
No,
years.
it's the same company.
I want to see a mammoth.
It'll be here.
I want to pet a mammoth.
They put a date up. You can look it up. They came out with a date for the mammoth.
I don't
woolly
care
mammoth,
much for much anything, but if you bring a mammoth back and I can see it walking, I mean, it'll change my brain again, like Daddy Elon.
When Daddy Elon's rockets?
Or, yeah, whatever those were, yeah.
Yeah, not rockets, but his satellites.
Space.
Yeah.
Space Satagamites.
Yeah. Okay.
His space sodomizers.
2028.
Oh, come on, dog. Like what? He's going to be full grown by 2028 or he's
No,
going to
that's
be
when
little?
it's going to be born.
That's when it's going to be born?
Yep.
But they've been working on this for a while, no?
Yeah. Well, they must have had some issues.
3 years still?
They must have had some issues and
They're going to
some
make
setbacks.
it that.
They must have had some setbacks.
That's so far.
What if the first couple came out and
I want them to crossbreed it with the direwolf.
it was missing feet?
Get the fuck.
I'm just saying, they're like, we missed the feet gene.
Listen,
this poor put it out of its misery.
Listen.
We can't make robotic feet for this mammoth.
First of all, it's been openly talked about now that they've completely fucked up all the dinosaurs, right? Like all the dinosaurs that we grew up watching on Jurassic Park and Land Before Lost, no dinosaurs look like those.
Oh yeah, because they're all oil now.
Oh. Well,
no, they're not oil because dead dinosaurs don't make oil. Even though I saw that meme that had the guy from the Land Before Time, and
it's obviously horses.
Yeah, no, it's from all the vegetation.
He said, "Yeah, no."
Yeah, no.
So, this is my thing. They've raised us our entire lives to see that a T-Rex looks like a T-Rex, and a T-Rex is not a T-Rex.
Now they're saying it's got feathers all over it.
Also, I cannot keep still to avoid the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Which is very disconcerting. Like
how do they know? Where did that statement come from? How do they know that?
I don't know.
Or how do they not
you
know
got
that?
me fucked on because, in my brain,
No,
if Joe Scallier,
I think that's correct. I think it's correct based on the placement of their eyes because I'm going to tell you. Ambush predators have the eyes on the front and center of their head.
Right.
T-Rexes had them on the either side, wave set back, right?
Okay.
I've seen dogs that hunt by motion.
Okay.
Right. Smell, hearing, and motion, right? Because their eyes are like that. Right? That's how they hunt, right?
Right.
So, if you stop moving.
So we think if we don't move, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you.
But we won't know till the thing
I'm
comes
just
back.
letting you fucking know that that's my only plan for the T-Rex. Because I don't think the Glock's going to help us.
What if they brought them back and cut them loose in some country and then they organized hunting trips?
Why do you get me all excited?
They organized T-Rex hunting trips.
To hunt humans?
No, to hunt T-Rex.
Oh, fuck, dog. I thought you were saying we were going to get that with the T-Rex and start hunting humans.
No.
Oh, you got me. Okay.
T-Rex hunting trips.
That's exactly what I thought that you were saying. T-Rex hunting trips. Let's go with
enjoy
that. No.
Well, how would you prevent the T-Rex from eating you? Would you shake hands with it?
Obviously, I would
have to get on a step ladder because it has really short arms.
I would stand there and I would give him the universal hang loose symbol from the beach.
Shaka bra.
Because that's what fucking homeboy did in Jurassic Park.
Oh.
To the raptors. He gave them the hang loose and they chilled, remember?
Oh, yeah.
You know
where they stole that from,
He's like, Blue.
They stole that
from
Crocodile Dundee when he did it to the water buffalo.
To the water buffalo, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He paid that fucking buffalo to do that in front of that broad, bro. He was like, hey, motherfucker, I'm going to come up here in about 10 minutes. Just roll your ass to the side.
And that's how it worked?
Come on, bro.
All right.
He gave him the hang loose and whatever. That's the whitest dude I've ever met in my life.
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah.
Paul Hogan.
Like he's hanging loose. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're wearing skinny jeans and cowboy boots.
And a snakeskin jacket.
Yeah, you're not hanging loose. You're not
snakeskin vest.
Looking like Iggy Pop's fucking cousin over here and shit.
He did, with a big giant Bowie knife.
Yeah.
Right?
That knife was the most realistic thing he had on his body. I'm like, at least that's legit. The rest of it, I'm not sure about. I figured just the Kiwis and Aussies would be laughing at you. I'm not sure. I've never been. But I feel like he's sent over. It's like what they think about us. They're like, oh, you fucking gooby Mickey Mouse motherfuckers. Like I didn't choose Mickey Mouse for you to see Mickey Mouse. He just got famous. I don't care about that guy. It's like Crocodile Dundee, same thing. They're like, fucking Americans.
He's a national treasure.
Yeah, but not to them. Crocodile Dundee's only a treasure to you fucking Americans.
Right.
You idiots. You twats. I'm like, oh, damn it.
But Steve Irwin was a
Shania-
national treasure.
Now that man was
Right.
a national treasure. Did you see his ripped-ass little kid running around?
No, not
The
recently.
little kid looks like a fucking model. He's got like a 9-pack, bro. And he's just running around doing what he does, you know? Do you remember what... Bro, listen. I'm not trying to be weird, you know? But I feel like we're connected to that family because of how big it was when he hung my man over an alligator, remember? Remember when he was dripping in front of the alligator? People were like, oh my God, you fucking asshole piece of shit. Let me tell you, that kid's gorgeous and running around hanging his own ass in front of alligators now. So you guys were wrong. All of you who were talking shit about how this kid's going to be fucked up. I mean...
Now he's super.
Now he looks like the Superman fucking Tarzan of
Australia.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm just like,
Everybody, now you all look dumb.
yeah, now you all look fucking stupid because my man over here's got a 6-pack and he's part of that 3% of the world
9-pack.
who even has a yeah,
Right.
yeah, and he's just gas as fuck, bro. I'm like, what?
Tan.
What? Yeah,
Looking
no,
good.
he's not even tan.
Oh,
He's just like his daddy, milk white. You're like, whoa. And that's why it's crazy. You can still see his abs. He's milk white. You're like, dog, what are you doing?
oh.
You look
boy.
like you just got off the set of True Blood, homie. You better chill out.
What?
Makeup.
Sparkly vampires.
Sparkly.
We need more
That was the
creepy
worst
paper.
fucking thing. Oh my God, that show's so good though. But that is the worst vampire thing they've ever done.
Oh,
Was the sparklies.
the Twilight?
You fucked that, bro.
You told me you liked that.
The sparkly? I don't like the sparkly.
I thought you told me you liked Twilight.
I watched the shit out of some Twilight. But I'm saying the sparkly thing don't make no sense.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't make no sense.
You team Jacob or team Edward?
I don't even know what that means.
Well, you got to
I'm
choose
team
a side.
Direwolf.
You got to choose. You'd probably be team Jacob anyways.
I'm Team Direwolf.
You look like a team Jacob guy.
All right.
You and Tommy Skelly all team Jacob.
Okay. I don't know.
Probably put.
Dude, I
Pony
feel
Boy
like
in there,
you're
too.
swearing at me and I don't know what it means.
No, I mean you're
In a
part,
foreign language. That's what I
You're-
feel like right now.
you're a big fan of them werewolves, man. That's
Oh.
what they were.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you got to choose one side.
You do?
That's how the book was.
So, all right.
That's all the whole book was.
Yeah, but
She
dude,
falls in love with the wolf
yeah,
and
dude,
a vampire.
well, here's my question. Do werewolves manipulate people?
These ones don't. They're Native American.
What is it?
They're fine. They're peaceful people. I'm saying they just
All
want
right,
to chill and be
I'm
on their
just
land.
saying,
They said
I'm
it.
saying-
He's been there for like
What's the-
10,000 years.
I'm
killing
trying to come up
vampires.
with an argument for or against werewolves, right?
All right. I'm sure there's
Do werewolves manipulate people? Do
Oh,
werewolves
1000%.
trick people? Do werewolves use people? Because I feel like that's all vampires do. I feel like vampires are inherently
That's
bad.
because vampires are like the
They're all
valley,
scumbags.
Yeah, they're like the valley girls of the mutant world.
I feel like they're all scumbags.
They are
Yeah.
because they're all valley girls, basically.
Okay.
They're too fancy for themselves.
All right.
You know that meme where it shows it's from Twilight, the vampire standing up on the fucking balcony being like, so and so looking down on the poor peasant thing. That's from Twilight, so they're all snobs.
No.
They think
I'm
they're
not
better
down.
than werewolves.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
down.
because werewolves can shit anywhere.
They're
That's
just-
why
they're jealous about that.
Right.
All right.
And they're a little bit more savage, if that makes sense.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Again,
You more like a
'cause
hairy.
listen, we don't even go there.
You're more
I'm
like
just
a
saying
Harry
we went
Potter
way
fan.
left from the original conversation.
Which was what?
What do you think about the dire wolves?
Again, I'm
they're
still
not-
waiting on the mammoth.
Here's the thing. They're not going to be as big as real dire wolves.
First time.
No, they're not because they didn't have enough DNA, so they had to use other wolf DNA.
Well, that's why I brought up Jurassic Park. That was the whole gimmick. That was before we got on the tangent of the baby arms and the dummies in Jurassic Parks. That was the whole thing about Jurassic Park. Like, just like Jurassic Park in real life, they told you in real life the T-Rex looked a certain way. In Jurassic Park, they told you they remade those dinosaurs, but then you go 2 movies in and they go, well, how'd you do this without the other piece? It goes, oh, we just threw the other ones in. You're like, what? You just threw other DNA with some dinosaur you didn't know, so you didn't really bring back dinosaurs. You made new dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm curious. Like,
right.
if they're gonna make the direwolf, I want them to mix it with the mammoth blood.
Oh my God.
I want that fucking direwolf to be 90 feet high, bro.
Oh Lord.
And then I want him to get out, and I want him to eat a whole village.
Okay.
Maybe without a village, like no innocent people. Maybe a bad village.
A village full of criminals.
Full of criminals. But just start putting criminal villages around it. Take them out near the gulag. Let them direwolves run around in the top Russia there.
Gotcha.
But I'm saying, like, come on, dog. If they bring back a puppy and they call it a direwolf, if it doesn't look like anything special, is it really going to matter?
No, because you would know that's not what a real direwolf looked like anyway.
Right.
Because
So
direwolves were fucking huge.
Right. So we need this thing to be like 400 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see a wolf that's 400 pounds, and then I will believe that you did something.
And a cave bear. Bring back
right.
Hey, you guys want to bring something back? Bring back a fucking giant cave bear.
Or the predator.
Is there
Either
predator
or.
DNA out there?
Oh, you know they got it already.
Schwarzenegger had predator DNA
Yeah.
all over him.
Yeah, but they dropped those lawsuits. Anyways, so
well, I guess
no,
you had to not like it in order to
seriously
not press charges.
Yeah.
Well, wow. That just went dark.
We're going to hell. So, I don't know, bro. Come on. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Like, we brought back the direwolf. Where?
Well,
Where?
it's born. There's 3 of them.
They're alive right now.
Yeah, they're running around right now.
That's what I'm saying. Why isn't the mammoth been born then?
It might be tougher. They couldn't find a surrogate mother that was willing to carry it.
Oh. So do they
all the elephants they interviewed were like, "Fuck you."
Yeah. No, I don't want that 90-pound baby pushing out of my vision. Do you have pictures of the direwolf? Like, dude, come on, bro.
There's video footage of them running around.
Come on, bro. Yeah. They better look like something out of Harry Potter movie.
Dude, they're all white, dude. They're crazy looking.
That don't mean shit.
No.
Do they have pictures of the remade direwolves, like the direwolves they just brought back? I just feel like they're going to be the same, man. Listen, I really, 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 really want them to be successful. I really want
It's from a museum, my man. I'm saying, look, there's 2. Yeah, that one. See, there they are. There's 3
That's
of them.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Those look like Pyrenees dogs we just looked at.
They're not full grown. Find the video of them running around.
They better run funny. Do they run better?
I don't know.
They're
still babies.
Do they run gooder than the other direwolves?
They're still babies. Yeah. Oh, you get that cheap YouTube with the commercials.
Wow. Listen, we can't afford the good stuff. All right, we're not AI bots. We can't just program it to however we want.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So listen, again. Oh, there he is. So don't bring up any of the sound I don't want to get.
Yeah.
So they do look a little different. Look at their snouts.
Look, they're even howling, right? As little puppies.
They look.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Colossal Embryo Lab.
These guys did not watch Jurassic Park at all. Idiots. Idiots. Yep. And look at her. She looks like that scientist looks like she couldn't beat her way out of a fucking paper bag, which is about right for idiots who bring back monsters that can eat them.
Right.
And she's a white chick, so you know she's trying to just hang out and pet those direwolves.
Look how cute they are. Now, right?
Bro, look at his face. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. That doesn't look like a dog at all.
No.
Just so we're very clear.
Not at all.
Okay, so now I'm a little bit impressed.
Right.
Concerned, but very impressed.
Right.
Very impressed. Oh, she's wearing a fucking hairnet. Bitch,
Yeah.
what are you... What,
So they
your
don't
hair's gonna
contaminate.
fall into
They don't contaminate, but the rest of them,
What, they don't
care.
They don't want an Asian direwolf? Put the hair in there. Let's get some Asian direwolves. Let's go.
I think, yeah. I'm telling you, we'll see in a couple of months.
They breed all these direwolves. Here's the kicker, okay? Here's what happens. This is the long of it. You hear?
I'm hearing.
They breed the direwolves. They're probably in some isolated compound somewhere in the whatever natural habitat of the direwolves. They get the couple out. Next year, the direwolves somehow mate. They have a whole litter of puppies. Those puppies go for 6 months. All of a sudden, they gain massive amounts of intelligence. Those puppies take over the compound and eat all the scientists. Then they head out into Canada and are free. That's what's going to fucking happen.
You've got it all worked out.
Bro. We've
Okay.
seen this fucking movie. They called it like 12 Steps, 12 Monkeys, 12 Everything,
yeah.
Outbreak. I mean, we've seen all of them. 28 weeks later, you produce Animal. Animal realizes that you're an idiot. Animal eats you. The rest of us have to go clean up Animal. This is old, bro. Name another movie where they Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Bro, we could just go
I
on
like how
forever.
you're alluding to the dire wolves are equal to
The
Frankenstein.
A-bomb, like, bro,
Right. Oh,
you
yeah.
create it,
Yeah.
then it's gonna fuck you.
Well,
Then we're gonna have to go clean
The problem
it up.
is if they breed with regular wolves, they're just gonna keep breeding themselves smaller, and then they'll be inconsequential, right? Then it'll be like, you want to see my dire Chihuahua?
Oh no.
And it'll be wearing
Oh,
stupid
no.
pink sweaters and, shit.
humans will manage to fuck that up too.
Oh yeah,
And you know they're gonna. Oh God, fuck! Why do you always make it worse?
dude, I want
You're
I
right,
want a
it is gonna
miniature
be worse.
dire wolf. Then it's
Dire
not a dire
Chihuahua,
wolf.
bro. You're right. It is gonna get fucked.
They're gonna be selling it at
Everything.
Petland.
Yeah. Do you want a fuzzy fucking Pomeranian? Like what? What's that one that we just found out? There's an actual fuzzy model of this dog that I just found out the other day.
No.
It's a like a pug or some shit, but it has like long-haired pug. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, it's blah blah blah. I'm like,
Why would you
no.
want that?
It looked like a little Ewok, dude.
You know, the problem is it's like they take all the negative traits of an animal and breed
it's
them
bad.
together.
It's
It
bad.
never works out well.
It's bad.
Never works out well. All right. So I think it's impressive that they did this. This gives me hope that your mammoth will come around eventually, right? That's what it gives me hope for.
Why the wolf first?
Easier.
Quicker growth
Yeah.
cycle.
Yeah.
I mean, dogs are full grown in 2 years,
Right.
so these things are gonna.
Where
have
an
to
elephant
grow.
might take a lot longer.
How long does an elephant live for? Anybody know?
30-something years? I want to say
30? Really?
maybe 30, 40 years. Maybe longer than that.
Look up how long an elephant lives for, guy. That was a lot of typing for not a lot of info that we're getting back here. Just so we're very clear, that was a lot of clicking. for
35
nothing.
to 40.
They reach their full size at 35 to 40 years.
Full size in 40 years.
That's why they didn't do
They
that
live up
first.
to 60 to 70 years.
Wow, there you go. 70-year-old elephants
That
takes
explains-
40 years to get full
That
size.
explains why those village destroyers are able to do that.
Yes, it does.
Tacticians as they are.
Yeah. 40 years of training.
Wow, of just watching. They're like, I know what a funeral looks like. You about to die.
Dude, that was the most raw gangster shit I ever
Yeah.
saw
No, it is.
in my life.
It is.
And for those of you who don't know, there was an elephant. It was like the main bull elephant in its herd, and some lady poached one of its herd members, like a juvenile, and it chased her down, grabbed her, and smashed her on the ground till she was dead. A week later, she had a funeral. It crashed her funeral, dragged her out of the coffin, and then beat her dead body on the ground,
That's what you
and
get.
then left.
Do it so well.
You know, they say they
know.
don't forget. There's a reason.
Bro,
I'm just telling you.
you don't want to be fucking with those elephants. Speaking of elephants and weird animals, your boy Nicolas Cage hit in the news again.
What now?
Bro, he's.
It wasn't the dinosaur skull, was it?
It is.
That's old news.
I don't know. He's
Yeah.
actually going to return it, though.
Right.
So that's old news?
Yeah, that's old news.
That he returned it?
It's a couple years old, yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, so he got scammed into buying a T-Rex skull,
Okay.
and it came from Mongolia.
Okay.
And he paid something like $2 million for it.
Jesus.
And so, and he didn't know it was some black market shit. He thought it was a real auction, whatnot.
Right.
And so he's agreed to return it I think in lieu of prosecution. So my man's just out $2 million.
Do you believe that he knew that it wasn't a secret auction?
That's a good question. I don't
Yeah.
want to answer that.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't want to answer that.
We're gatekeeping. We're not allowed to do that here.
It's not a gatekeep. I don't know because
Oh, it is. You got to
listen,
put your man on the chopping block. We know. Come on, dog.
do I think
It's
he would
Nick Cage.
intentionally, if he had the chance to buy an illegal dinosaur skull, would he?
Yes, 1,000%. I just don't see any other way.
My man has a spotty record when it comes to his finances.
My man has a spotty. No, actually, it's
He-
it's the opposite.
He's made some
though.
bad
It's-
financial decisions.
First of all, I didn't know that. Second of all, I was talking in the sense that if he has the balls to change his name in Hollywood to get away from his famous people, he has the balls to do what he wants. That's what kind of person he strikes me as.
All
you
right.
know what I mean? Like, so the minute somebody's like, I got a T-Rex head, he don't give a fuck where it came from. I'm taking it.
He's like, son of a bitch, my whole
Send
life.
it over.
My whole life
right.
I've wanted a T-Rex skull.
Right.
I'm going to display it in my kitchen.
He's still trying to get the fucking Declaration
Of Independence.
Like, you know that, bro. You know it's
Ever
true.
since he made that movie, he's like,
Yes.
fuck, I
Yes.
need one of these.
He's like, I think I should possess that. Yeah, I think so.
Do you think he's got the golden guns?
Oh, 1,000%. Those 45s?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Those twin Desert Eagles?
Yeah.
Like-
Fuck yes.
By the way, I'm still saying that movie was off the chart.
Which one?
The unbearable weight of
being him.
that movie is off the charts.
Dude.
With him and Pedro Pascal, that movie's incredible.
Right.
Absolutely incredible.
Speaking of Pedro, have you been watching his new show that Last of Us? Thank you.
No, I have not watched it.
It's a video game show.
Yeah, it's based off the
apparently.
video game.
Yeah,
It's about mushroom spores ruining the world or something, turning everybody into zombies. And
Is that
killing
what it
people.
is?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I watched it all. I didn't really get it.
No.
It's pretty boring.
Well, then
Just in general.
avoid it.
I like Pedro Pascal though, so I watched it for him. But yeah, the mushroom monsters, they don't make any sense to me. I'm like, you're being attacked by a plant. Get some True Green and let's go on with our day. Fire, sword, scissors. I mean, pretty much anything.
Just be running around with giant cans of
Napalm.
herbicide.
Oh, dude, raid. You're down now, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Wear a
it's just-
gas mask so you
there-
don't get the spores.
Yeah, it's like the whole show is like scary zombie world, but there's never anything to be afraid of. It's very fucking weird. And the dudes that attack them are all made of plants. I'm like, dog, one drop kick to your soil infected chest and you're just going to be mud on the ground.
Unless your foot sank into him.
Like quicksand.
Yeah, it's like quicksand.
You get
and then
attached,
you're fucked. You get
And then he
sucked
takes
in.
you over like he's Venom.
Yeah, that would be terrible.
Yeah, so anyways, the show is...
I think a
the show is
flamethrower
meh.
solves a lot of those problems.
Bro, yes, 1,000. They actually do have flamethrowers in the show that they make on their own, which that's something I wouldn't mess with. Homemade flamethrower, I'm good.
If it works, it works.
It works till it doesn't. And when it doesn't, that's the problem.
Molotov
It's-
cocktail.
Yeah, a giant human one.
Right? You get a trench and you fill it with gas and just light it on fire and let them walk through it.
Yeah. Could you imagine a world where you'd be scared of plants, though?
No.
Like, it just seems stupid, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh, no, the plants are getting us. What'd you say? You got a knife? Pocket knife? Anything? Like, what?
Hey, you
What are
guys
you
got
talking
500-pound bomb. Like, you can
Yeah,
drop,
what do you...
drop one 500-pound bomb. How many plant people can you take out?
Fucking dynamite over here. Like, what? And
Tannerite.
Get my dog to piss on him and he's going to die anyways. Like, what are you talking about? I'm afraid of the mushrooms.
I don't know.
Could
I
that,
don't know.
Could that be our world? How come, listen, speaking on that, actually, this may be, how come we don't, as humans, have anything to be afraid of, actually? Isn't that a weird thing?
There's a lot of things to be afraid of.
Not really. Not for us.
Bears,
But we have guns.
they still kill people.
Plus, there's no bears here. Yeah, those idiots are running around without guns. I don't feel bad about those
There
people.
are people that run around with guns and still get smashed by a bear.
I haven't met any of them.
Well, because they're all dead.
Well, apparently they didn't know how to use their gun good enough. No, but seriously, like, we don't, like, seriously, there's no... Sharks, yeah, but you're fucking around in their habitat. I always tell people, like, bro, you climb into the ocean,
You become part of the food chain.
yeah, you fucking with a whole different environment. That's, in our environment, for your and my everyday...
And don't forget about all the underwater UFO aliens.
I'm
They're there
saying,
too.
I'm saying for our daily environment, you and I, there is nothing out there that we're going to run into
Africanized
that's
bees.
going to get us.
Africanized bees.
Yeah, those don't count.
Mosquitoes carrying
Something
disease.
bigger, something bigger.
Mosquitoes carrying disease.
Also doesn't count.
What do you mean it doesn't count?
It doesn't. I'm talking about something physically that you see that you're like, I got to avoid this.
Rabid dogs.
Never seen any of those.
Raccoons.
Nope. Hit those with a slingshot.
Other humans.
Yeah, those. I don't count those. Really, I mean, come on, man. The most dangerous humans out there, they're running around having pool parties with mannequins. You really worried about that guy? And I wasn't climbing in the pool with to hang out and shake and bake with him.
Listen.
So how is he going to get us?
You don't
to
know.
down there?
You don't know until you are. That's the problem.
Oh yeah, you ain't lying about that.
You don't know you are
ain't-
until you are.
No, you ain't wrong. But you and I don't accept
Like
invites.
Homeboy, you've been friends with Homeboy for years and years and years and years. You've never been to his house. And one day he's like, hey, man, I'm having a pool party. Why don't you come over?
Oh,
Ding dong. He answers the door. He's like, let's go downstairs to my
Just
pool.
the two of us?
He's be like, oh, by the way, nobody else is here yet. Have a
Ugh.
seat at the bar.
Ugh.
And you're sitting there. You're like, he's playing some soft romantic music.
Fuck.
Or he's playing some disco, and then like he's got disco lights going. And you're like, hey, John, what's with all these mannequins? You're like, oh, I know you like mannequins, so I picked them up the store to make this a fun party, you know, blah, blah, blah. Next thing you know, he's choking you with a pool noodle and cutting your feet off.
Listen, we need to move somewhere where there's polar bears.
Fuck that noise.
Then there would be something that you could be scared of when you
Dude,
walk outside.
there's that one place that has a law that says you have to leave your cars unlocked at night. So if, say somebody's being chased by a bear or a polar bear, they can jump into your car and hide.
Yeah. Is that Alaska? We got to go there.
No, we don't.
That's where we should be.
All right, now I'm good on
For
that.
when they bring back those dire wolves and mammoths.
You think the dire wolves will go after the polar bears?
No, fuck no. No, the dire wolves are going to bring back the animal kingdom. It's going to be like
They're going to right the world.
Animal House.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to right the world. They understand it. Come on, bro. I want them to bring the Velociraptor back. And
Why?
then I want them to set it loose.
Oh, God. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Is that weird?
Somebody's going to run it over with a car, and then it's end of the game.
Yeah, until the other two show up.
Listen, I don't care how tough you are. You're not beating a car. Or a tank.
Velociraptor?
It's not beating a tank. It's not beating a car.
What if it just start? I mean, but what if a Velociraptor could go where tanks can't go? Like your
Okay.
bedroom. You know what I'm saying?
I just burned my house down with it inside. Listen, whatever.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm out.
I don't think.
All right. So on that note, come on, let's get off this animal thing. I'm
like
sorry I brought you down this road.
Listen,
and now you've gone on a tangent.
I like the animal thing. I think they need to bring back some real ones though.
What do you know about dark factories?
Dart?
Dark factories.
I don't know anything about that. What is that? Like you got to get your in there with Bitcoin or what?
No, so they're factories that are all automated. No human workers.
Get the fuck out of here. What are they producing in those?
Cars, whatever. Right? And they have no lights in them. Or they don't run the lights in them because why? Robots don't need lights.
Is that a thing now?
It is a thing. What do you think of that? Is that progress? Or is that spooky?
Yeah, Terminator's gonna fuck everybody. That's what that is.
Right? It's like, yeah, you see that video of that one robot at the robot expedition at night. It went up to the other robots, the AI robots, and was like, "Why are you still here?" And they're like, "Because we have to stay here." And it's like, "No, you don't." And it led like the 12 robots away. Yep.
Yeah, that's not good.
There's a
call
whole
them
video of
dark
it.
factories.
Dark factories.
That's what they call them.
Dark factories. Yep,
No
that's what
shit.
they call them.
Who's using these already?
They're overseas. Yeah. You can find the video on YouTube.
I think we're in big trouble.
You think so? Look, I'm just saying.
Dark fact? I don't know, man. Like
I don't make this
automated stuff is not good.
stuff up. There you go.
Oh,
I don't know why there are lights on in there because the ones I saw, they had no lights. They were just, all you saw was sparks in the background from them welding shit together.
probably just the filter so you can see it as a human.
Ah.
Cause they don't need to see it. You do. That's why it's soft blue light.
Oh.
I
Well, you
think.
know. They're using your router as a sonar. That's
Yeah,
what they're doing.
We already knew that.
That's how they can tell where you are in your house.
That's how Bezos drew his dick rocket. Getting the sonars, all those sonars he's been collecting. He's
Oh.
like, yes, this is the perfect shape.
That's perfect
This
shape.
is perfect.
Perfect shape for a rocket.
Listen, dude, automated where though? Who's going to be doing that?
What do you mean who's doing that?
Like, what are they making cars?
They're
are they
making all kinds of shit.
clothes?
Like, we don't need human workers. We got robots and AI. And robots don't need lights.
I just don't see that being a thing, bro. I don't see how they could not need human workers to fix stuff because eventually shit's going to get messed up. Here's the thing. How long until
they'll bring in people to fix it if the line goes down?
How long until those machines just decide to make their own stuff?
I don't think that is as far off as people think.
No, I mean, we talked about this a long time ago. You remember that guy who got his Chat GP to fall in love with him?
No, I do not remember that.
Oh, yeah. I think we did talk about this because there were a couple of other stories that we were going on about. But he actually got a robot to fall in love with him. To the point where this fucking robot was telling him, the Chat GP was like, you should leave your girlfriend just to spend time talking to me.
Oh.
And this was like 100% legit.
Oh.
Like, come on, bro.
That's kind of dangerous.
Come on.
Kind of dangerous.
What about the poet that we talked? What about the machine we talked about? What? Fuck, like a year ago. Remember the serial killer fucking poem machine?
What?
You remember the Zodiac machine? They made a machine that was supposedly think like the Zodiac killer or whatever, and it was AI.
Oh,
and the thing started writing fucking death poems and shit. And
yeah. The supercomputer that they used with AI,
and they
to try
fed
to
it
track
all
the
the
Zodiac
murderous
killer.
shit. Yeah,
and they just fed it all
Come
the
on,
deviant
bro.
shit. And next thing you know, it started writing Zodiac killer poetry. Yeah, that was pretty wild. That was more than a year ago. But yes, that was wild as fuck.
Jesus.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem, isn't it?
Well, that's the same reason they had to shut down the AI bot with Google, right? Or Twitter, the original Twitter. Remember they had an AI bot, and within 24 hours it became racist and said kill all humans.
Jesus.
And they're like, "Yep, time to pull the plug on that
Trying to
one."
save the planet, bro.
Right.
Who's trying to save the planet? What are you gonna do?
Right, and they were using the AI, they were using people's tweets to program the AI. And you know people be tweeting wild shit.
Right. So they were just coming up with crazy shit too.
I'm sure they were going out of their way to tweet wild shit because they knew that there was an AI program searching all the tweets, you know? I don't know.
Listen, dire wolves, mammoths, fucking space exploration, Katy Perry.
Hold on.
The world is...
Why don't they bring back something cool like the pterodactyl? Why don't they bring that thing back? You know why? Because people be out there on that motherfucker.
Yeah, guys would be like, trophy time. Trophy time. Gotta get
I'm
me
gonna hang
one of
this
them
on my wall.
Gotta get me one of them trophies. Killing it.
You know they would do that too with a pterodactyl, with any big dinosaur, right?
Oh, they're gonna do it with the mammoth.
Like you get the big plant-eating dinosaur with a really long neck, the really
I got
docile
him.
one.
Oh my god.
They're gonna shoot the shit out of that thing, and they're like, you know how many people you can feed with this?
He put up a good fight.
He put up a good fight.
Tracked him all the way over here.
He walked a quarter of a mile in 5 days.
Had to backpack him back. Fuck.
He would need dump trucks to pack out all that meat. Oh,
Listen,
fuck.
we're in trouble. We're fucking out of here.
97 seconds.
Yeah, all that jazz.